European medical schools to address climate change in curriculum. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, Sermon of Lady Fatima al-Zahra is a profound essence of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Ayub Nouinou and you're watching Shia Waves live from Imam Hussein TV 3. Television channels in Afghanistan's Takhar province have suspended operations following a Taliban directive banning the broadcast of footage featuring living beings, Amul TV reported yesterday. The Afghanistan Journalist Center reported that both the state-run radio television of Afghanistan and private stations must comply with this order from the Taliban's Department of Promotion of Virtue and Prevention of Vice, announced on Sunday. This ban extends to all media in the province, mirroring similar restrictions in Kandahar and Maidan Wardak, where officials are prohibited from appearing on camera. Instead, they must communicate with the media through audio or written formats. Private channels Mahenor and Rayhan have ceased broadcasting footage of people opting for alternative communication methods to avoid repercussions. The decree has sparked widespread condemnation, with critics asserting that the Taliban's policies are further eroding basic freedoms and stifling independent media voices in Afghanistan. Rasmus Paludan, the leader of the far-right Danish Stram Kors party, began trial in Sweden on charges of incitement against an ethnic group and insult, making him the first individual prosecuted in connection with Quran burnings, Arab News reported yesterday. The charges stem from public gatherings in 2022 and 2023, where Paludan allegedly made inflammatory statements that incited violence, notably leading to riots in cities like Malmö, which has a significant Muslim population. In April 2022, his comments reportedly incited unrest, while a separate incident in September 2022 involved derogatory remarks against Arabs and Africans, resulting in an insult charge that could lead to 6 months in prison. His January 2023 Quran burning outside the Turkish embassy in Stockholm highlighted and heightened the diplomatic tensions and delayed Sweden's NATO membership bid. Paludan, who appeared via video link for safety reasons, has denied all charges. Legal experts, including William Persson from Lund University, emphasized the trial's importance as a landmark case regarding Quran burnings, though a ruling from the Swedish Supreme Court is needed to set a legal precedent. In a groundbreaking initiative, medical schools across Europe are set to enhance their training programs to include a focus on health issues linked to the climate crisis. More details in the following report.
According to an article published on Monday by The Guardian, the newly established European Network on Climate and Health Education, spearheaded by the University of Glasgow, aims to equip future doctors with the knowledge needed to tackle diseases exacerbated by climate change, such as heat stroke, dengue, and malaria. This initiative will affect over 10,000 medical students from 25 institutions in countries including the UK, Belgium, and France. Dr. Camille Hussar, co-chair of ENCHE, highlighted the urgency of preparing medical students for a future where they will encounter a changing array of health conditions driven by climate factors. Current teaching often includes only a single module on climate issues, but the network envisions a comprehensive integration of climate education throughout medical training. The curriculum will not only cover infectious diseases but will also address the impacts of climate change on chronic conditions like diabetes and mental health. For example, extreme weather conditions and air pollution can worsen diabetes symptoms and complications. The network emphasizes the importance of teaching students about the environmental impact of medical treatments, such as greenhouse gas emissions associated with asthma inhalers. In addition to clinical training, students will learn to advocate for sustainable practices, including active travel and green prescribing, which encourages activities like community gardening. This dual approach aims to promote both individual health and environmental sustainability. Supported by the World Health Organization and various pharmaceutical companies, ENCHE seeks to influence national medical curricula, making climate education a fundamental part of healthcare training. The initiative represents a significant step toward preparing healthcare professionals for the challenges posed by climate change. Reporting مثنى الموسوي.
Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Taliban's ban on broadcasting living beings forces TV channels in Takhar to shut down. Sweden. Trial begins for far-right Danish-Swedish politician over Quran burnings. European medical schools to address climate change in curriculum. Also tonight. Nile River Cooperation Agreement takes effect amid disputes. The daily scholarly session of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq al-Hussein al-Shirazi was held on Saturday and Sunday, the 8th and 9th of Rabi' al-Thani. During these sessions, as in previous meetings, the Supreme Marja addressed the questions of attendees regarding various jurisprudential issues. In relation to the sermon of Lady Fatima al-Zahra, peace be upon her, Grand Ayatollah Shirazi stated, "The sermon of Lady Fatima al-Zahra is a great and very important sermon that can be considered an essence of the entirety of Islam." His Eminence further encouraged everyone, especially young boys and girls, to memorize his profound sermon. He also emphasized that Lady Fatima al-Zahra, peace be upon her, refuted the claims of the hypocrites who argued that divine prophets do not leave behind any inheritance, by citing certain verses from the Holy Quran, including the inheritance of Prophet Solomon from Prophet David, peace be upon them. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi also provided explanations regarding the famous Hadith Qudsi, Lawlak. Let us listen and reflect on the statements of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi.
این حدیث را بزرگان معنا کردن، گفتن معناش اینه که لولا کلما خلقت الافلاک، یعنی یا رسول الله اگه شما رو من خلق نمی کردم خدای عز و جل می فرماد اصلا هیچ چیز رو خلق نمی کردم. و اگر علی ابن ابی طالب بنا بود خلق نشه، خلقت شما لغو بود، چون علی ابن ابی طالب بعد پیغمبر خدا حفظ کردن اسلام را تا امروز. و اگر بنا بود فاطمه خلق نشه، این ذریه امیرالمؤمنین و فاطمه ائمه اطهار که حضرت حجت عجل الله تعالی فرجه الشریف تا امروز هستن، اگه بنا بود فاطمه خلق نشه لغو بود خلق پیغمبر علی. نه معناش اینه که علی و فاطمه افضلن، نه لغویت لازم میمد، چون خدای عز و جل فرموده من خلق کردم بشر را که عبادت کنن. اگه علی ابن ابی طالب قرار بود خلق نشه، فاطمه سلام الله علیهما قرار بود خلق نشه، لغو بود خلقت پیغمبر تنها، یا فاطمه تنها بنا بود خلق نشه، خلقت پیغمبر و امیرالمؤمنین لغو بود. لما خلقتکما یعنی لغویت لازم میمد، نه اینکه افضل هستن. همون لغویت لازم میمد، لغویت لازم میمد. لغویت یعنی عبث، یعنی خدای حکیم کار غیر حکمت نمیکنه. و صلی الله علی محمد و آله الطاهرین.
And now we continue some short news. An Iraqi airstrike in Kirkuk province killed 4 suspected ISIS members, including a significant leader, as part of ongoing efforts to eliminate ISIS remnants, the army said on Tuesday. The strike, conducted by F-16 aircraft, also destroyed weapons and communication equipment. Despite the defeat of ISIS in 2017, the group continues to pose a threat through attacks in areas such as Diyala, Salahuddin, Kirkuk, and Nineveh. Recent Iraqi airstrikes in Salahuddin and joint operations in Anbar have targeted and killed multiple ISIS members and leaders. The restoration of Uzbekistan's iconic Bibi Kano Mosque, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Samarkand, is set to commence through a partnership between the Qatar Fund for Development and Uzbekistan's Art and Culture Development Foundation, AKDN, reported yesterday. The Aga Khan Trust for Culture will oversee the project, which aims to restore the mosque while creating jobs and training opportunities for local workers. Originally built between 1399 and 1405 under Timur's rule, the mosque symbolizes the grandeur of the Timurid Empire. Despite its historical significance, it has suffered from disrepair over the centuries. Recent efforts have stabilized the structure, and AKTC will now focus on restoring its distinctive turquoise domes and ornate mosaics using modern technology and traditional techniques. This initiative not only aims to preserve an architectural treasure, but also to enhance Uzbekistan's cultural heritage and economic prospects, promoting tourism and community engagement for future generations. In a violent assault on October the 14th, militants dressed as women stormed the police office in Banu, killing 3 policemen and a civilian, Reuters reported. The attack, which involved 5 suicide bombers, unfolded over several hours before all attackers were neutralized by police forces. Provincial Police Chief Akhtar Hayat confirmed the fatalities, noting the complex houses both the district police headquarters and residential quarters. The Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan claimed responsibility for the assault, highlighting ongoing security challenges in the region. Banu, located near the volatile North Waziristan tribal area, is approximately 350 kilometers from Islamabad, which is currently under heightened security due to the visit of Chinese Premier Li Qiang for a regional leaders meeting. The city of Ad-Dali in Yemen is facing a worsening health crisis due to a surge in malaria and cholera cases, exacerbated by the return of monsoon rains. These rains have led to stagnant water, creating breeding grounds for malaria-carrying mosquitoes. Local health sources report a significant increase in malaria cases, with over 14 confirmed cases in just 1 week. Pregnant women, children and the elderly are the most affected, as medical resources and personnel remain scarce. The cholera outbreak has also intensified, leading to multiple deaths, including a 6-year-old child. Health officials are urgently calling for humanitarian aid and medical supplies to save lives and address the deteriorating medical situation. A recent study has revealed the connection between blood type and the risk of early stroke, particularly among individuals under 60, Earth.com revealed yesterday. Researchers analyzed data from 48 genetic studies involving 17,000 stroke patients and 600,000 non-stroke individuals. They found that people with type A blood have a 16% higher chance of experiencing a stroke before age 60, while those with type O1 have a 12% lower risk. Additionally, type B blood is associated with an 11% increased likelihood of stroke, regardless of age. The study indicates that the increased risk for type A may relate to factors influencing blood clot formation. Interestingly, the heightened risk diminishes in late onset strokes, suggesting different triggers for earlier late strokes. Previous research linked the ABO blood group to the coronary artery calcification and venous thrombosis. While blood type is a significant factor, genetics and lifestyle choices also play crucial roles in stroke susceptibility. The findings were published in the journal Neurology. Ethiopia's now Basin Cooperative Framework Agreement officially came into force on Sunday, despite ongoing opposition from Egypt and Sudan, TRT World reported on Sunday. The CFA establishes the Nile River Basin Commission, aimed at fostering cooperation among basin countries regarding Nile governance. While Egypt and Sudan have rejected the agreement, it has been signed by several upstream nations, including Ethiopia, Rwanda, South Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed urged non-signatory states to join the initiative, promoting the concept of a Nile family to ensure equitable resource use. The CFA marks the first multilateral effort to create a legal framework for managing the Nile, a river that has historically been a source of tension, particularly between Egypt and Ethiopia. While Ethiopia views the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam as crucial for its development, Egypt sees it as a threat to its water supply, calling for a binding agreement on the dam's operation. We have reached the end of today's Shia Waves show. Let's remind our viewers of the main headlines. Taliban's ban on broadcasting living beings forces TV channels in Takhar to shut down. Sweden. Trial begins for far-right Danish-Swedish politician over Quran burnings. European medical schools to address climate change in curriculum. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Sermon of Lady Fatima al-Zahra is a profound essence of Islam. Nile River Cooperation Agreement takes effect amid disputes. You can view the latest news on our Shia Waves website, or you can send news of your city or country to be published on our news agency. Please contact us on the number at the bottom of your screen. Thank you all for watching. We pray to Allah Almighty to hasten the reappearance of the Master of our time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In the heart of London, Imam Hussein Media Group is on the brink of an extraordinary transformation. We are securing a new home, a sanctuary named after the Queen of Karbala, Lady Zainab Salamullahi alayhi, who commemorated Abi Abdullah al-Hussein and spread the message of Karbala. This new complex, spanning 515 square meters, will be the central hub for our 5 channels. A place for filming, editing, broadcasting and gathering as a community. With a cost of £1.5 million, we invite you to be part of this new chapter. Each square meter will cost £2,900, but every contribution counts. One share is £290, or even one brick is £50. Your donation will not only build this sanctuary, but also secure immense reward in this world and the hereafter. Every show produced, every message broadcasted will be a source of thawab for you and your families. By helping us secure this building, you are paving the way for millions to connect with Karbala and the message of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam through our channels. Join the ranks of the lovers of Aba Abdullah. Be part of this noble cause. Donate today and make a lasting impact on Shia media globally.
لبيك داعي الله.
Imam Hussein Media Group is a virtual university that works on a global scale to spread the true message of the Prophet and the Ahlul Bayt's peace and blessings be upon them. Imam Hussein TV was established 10 years ago in the city of Isfahan, Iran. We work to cover all aspects of religion, Islamic jurisprudence, politics, philosophy, and many more, and aim to bring the public's attention to the righteous Islamic sect, Shia Islam. Our ultimate goal as a media group is to convey the interpretations of the Holy Quran, as well as the traditions and knowledge of the Holy Prophet and his progeny. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon them. Our objectives are to protect and safeguard the Shia youth from the destructive impact of immoral ideologies, standing up against injustice by documenting the oppression of Shia across the globe, as well as encouraging peace and unity amongst the Muslims. To reach our aims and serve the Muslim Ummah, we require a budget that would cover all the expenses for our productions, allowing us to work on different projects. Imam Hussein Media Group is a crowd-funded project. We have no sales nor do we charge for our services. We solely rely on monthly payments, financial contributions, donations, religious alms, and generous gifts. The expenses of each production varies depending on the type of project and the style of filming. There are many elements to a production that requires time and capital. The producer must analyze the costs of the venue hire, equipment, transport, feature fees, set design, staff support, and further additional costs. The Holy Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, narrated, "The best of people is he from whom people benefit." It is up to you to help the Muslim Ummah come together and help guide the youth in remaining on the correct path of Islam. To take part in this global conquest and to spread the message of Imam Hussein, peace and blessings be upon him, please visit www.imamhussein3.tv or give us a call on +44 0203 515 0199. You can also contact us via WhatsApp, Telegram, SMS, or even email us on donate@imamhussein.tv. Let's work together hand in hand to elevate the faith of our Shia youth today.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم. هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم. ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا بئس مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. قل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء لله من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولا يتمنونه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين. قل